guitar players. We love playing fast. We love complicated chords. But the truth is, playing a simple melody and simple chords while doing everything possible to extract every ounce of beauty, that is a forgotten skill worth developing. So today we're looking at the classic Wichita Lineman, and I'm going to give you 3 tips I explored in my original guitar arrangement, which you can download for free, linked below along with the backing track. So the first concept I want to show you is actually the first tip, which I forgot to mention, is that you should always learn the lyrics to the song and make sure you're singing it in your mind as you play the guitar. That will make things a lot more musical. Back to the other tips. So the first concept I want to show you is sustained notes, and this is probably the thing guitarists forget about the most. You'll notice that as I play the melody, the whole beginning of that phrase has overlapping ringing pitches. And I use this technique throughout the arrangement. This technique is almost like the pinch of salt required when baking a cake. Most people don't notice it, you never think your cake tastes salty, but if you take it away, the sweetness just isn't the same. A few other tips for using this technique: lean into the dissonance. There will be certain notes that ring in a strange way, but sometimes this is nice to have and it gives a great contrast between the sweeter sounding chords. Now, when I get to the second verse, I change things up by playing the same melody up an octave. You'll notice that I still use the prior technique of letting the strings ring out, but since the guitar is laid out in different positions across the neck, I'm getting new textures, new ringing strings, and new chords as I apply the same technique up an octave. We're going to conclude today by talking about vibrato. I know guitar players, we often get locked into one style of vibrato, be it the really fast B.B. King style vibrato or the very wide metal solo type vibrato. But it's important for us to investigate the entire spectrum in between those two extremes. As a very soft rule, I like to use a slower vibrato when I have a note sustaining for a longer period of time. And if I have a note sustaining for a shorter period of time, I use a quicker vibrato. But again, you're going to want to experiment across that whole spectrum. And another really awesome idea is trying to sync your vibrato to the metronome. You probably encountered the idea of a tap tempo when playing with a delay pedal. Well, this is basically like a tap vibrato. If you want to learn more about writing your own arrangements, developing your vibrato, or really any guitar related topic, check out my free Guitarcraft newsletter, link below.